How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It is a cold morning here on the Indiana toll road. I am driving back to Colorado. If you don't know what I'm driving, you might be new to the channel. This is my 2005 Subaru WRX Wagon. Gone on a little journey out of Colorado. I've gone to pick up my Subaru, which has been sitting for 3 months, and I'm driving it back. And besides an oil change, I've done nothing to this car. Well, I mean, besides battery, because the old battery was completely dead. And this time I've gone completely alone. I'm not convoying or following my parents' lead. I'm completely on my own here. So if something happens to the car, I'm pretty screwed. So I'm hoping that this car will make it, except this time I'm not driving my Corolla. I'm driving a modified WRX, which is not exactly the pinnacle of automotive reliability, but we'll see. I have faith in this car. I'm hoping that we're not going to have too many problems. For now, though, it's all interstate driving. I'm going to make a few stops here and there. Going to stop at a motel later tonight. This is going to be pretty much a 2-day ordeal. Today's Friday, tomorrow is Saturday. So far, car runs pretty good, except it's running a little hot. I don't know why. So I'll probably have a look at that in a second, because that's making me a little nervous. It's not supposed to be at 207 this quickly. Well, I'm going to keep driving and I'll keep y'all updated. So, I'm not on the interstate. The car's overheating. It's not right now, which is stupid, but it started overheating on the highway, and so I'm on my way to an advanced auto to buy coolant. This car is wanting to act up, apparently. Thinks it's funny or something. Hopefully, oh, it's overheating again. Okay, alright. Alright, let's just get to the auto parts store. Man. So I'm at the parts store. I've got coolant down there. I'm still waiting for the temperature to go down. I was gonna try to make it to Lincoln, Nebraska tonight. I don't even know if I'll make it to Count Bluffs, Iowa before dark. I don't want to drive too much in the dark because of shit like this. And here's the annoying part, is that it had no problems driving from Wisconsin to Indiana. No problems. That's a 5-hour drive. Didn't overheat a single time. Didn't even come close to overheating. Alright, well, I'm gonna just sit here and wait. It's been a little bit more time. Car cooled down enough for me to fill coolant in. Radiator felt cold to the touch. I don't know if that's because I've left the hood open for 20 minutes or because there's just not coolant flowing through it. I'm not sure. I would have expected it to at least been a little bit warm still, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I've filled in some coolant. I would be filming more, but I am alone and I don't have my tripod to set up. Anyway, it's just pouring in some coolant into the expansion tank. I'm a little bit worried. I may have to end up just turning around and going back and grabbing the Sienna and leaving this car here to sit for a few more months. Okay, let's give this another shot. Next problem with this car, gotta fill gas slowly. So as you saw, there's the second problem with this car. After it was sitting for 3 months, I started driving it again. The first time I tried to refuel, it only fills like half a gallon or 1 gallon, then auto stops. So I think there's something in the filler tube or in the tank that's blocking the flow, so it backs it up and then it auto switches off the pump because it thinks that the tank is full, and it's not. Now I kind of have to calculate how much fuel I need to put in. So I know this is a 16-gallon tank, so I have to look on the gauge and then figure out how much fuel to put in based on where the needle's at. So say I had a quarter tank, I gotta fill in 12 gallons. If I have a half tank, I need to fill up 8 gallons, so far and so forth. Inconvenience, annoying. I will probably at some point make a video finding a fix for it, but I have other things to worry about because again, car was overheating. I mean, this time it wasn't as bad. Went up to 214. Highest it peaked at was 225, but only for like 1 second and then it came back down. So 214, that's where it stayed at. So I'm gonna check the coolant. I didn't see a leak, so I'm gonna check the coolant, and if the coolant's gone down, little worried that means my head gasket's going, which is pretty common with these Subarus. So if that's the case, then, well, I'm gonna have to take the engine apart. So this has been a much more difficult journey than with driving the Corolla or driving the Sienna, because those two are reliable cars. And this car is not reliable. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I don't really want to drive this car much at night. So maybe half an hour or 1 hour tops of nighttime driving before I pull off. Because otherwise, if I get in trouble at night, that's not a good thing. I'm gonna go in, get some food, and then check my coolant level, which is probably gone down, and then fill in more coolant and keep going. You know, my day might not be going the best right now because my car keeps f***ing up. But at least the pizza box I got has some smiley faces on it to cheer me up. Okay, so I filled in more coolant. It looks like the engine's drinking it, so I might be out of a head gasket or two. Alright, well, time to hit the road again. So I've been driving for maybe 20 minutes now. So far, so good. Coolant temp, there it is, 153. It's a bit cold, which makes sense because I still have a cold thermostat in here. One of the first things I'm going to do when this car gets to Colorado is change out that thermostat, because this thing is not running at operating temperature, even though, you know, it should be by now. Yep, we're at another love station. Car's doing okay. I'm gonna be honest, I filled as much coolant as I possibly could fit in this car, which I know is not really what you're supposed to do, but it seems like the car is consuming a little bit of coolant, or at least leaking a little bit of coolant somewhere, so this is probably how I'm gonna have to handle it, at least until I get home, and then I can more properly take a look at this car. But for now, I just need to get the car home. I'm also out of octane booster. I'm gonna see if Love's has any at all. I don't know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I hope they do, because I don't know if there's any 93 all the way back to Colorado. And that is day one. It's leg one of the drive done. Well, I left at 8:30, so probably got here 6:30. 10 hours, including all the stops, so it's not 10 hours straight. Overall, car's pretty good now. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably pour in a little bit of coolant before I leave, and I'll probably be smooth sailing all the way to Colorado. Unfortunately, I can't see my car from here. It's actually right behind the bush over there. I am pretty well off here because there's a gas station right there and a McDonald's right there. So I have pretty much everything I would need here. That traffic was a nightmare though, if you can see that. All of those out of focus lights, there we go. That's the traffic that I had to deal with. I actually just ended up driving on the shoulder from the freeway exit all the way to that intersection right there. Don't tell anybody I said that. Here's my dinner right here. So anyway, I talked too much. I'm gonna sleep and then continue driving tomorrow. It's daytime. It's time to hit the road. Hi there. I'm checking out. Okay, I'm gonna double check coolant and then head on out. Here at another Love's gas station. Needle hasn't gone all the way up, but it will. So I have come to a conclusion that I am getting horrible gas mileage from this car. 14 gallons for less than 250 miles. That's not great. And I think the main reason why is because the cruise control just can't keep the speed steady. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the car's been sitting for a while or something. The cruise control doesn't stay steady. It decelerates and then accelerates and then decelerates and then accelerates, even on flat surfaces. And this is really prevalent when you look at my boost gauge, and it just keeps going up and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down. So I don't know. This car's acting weird. But you know what? At least it's running. Also, one more thing that I'm regretting with this car is taking out the sound system. Now I don't have music, and I really like listening to music on long drives. It's not a big deal though. I'll just drive. Did another fill up here at Sinclair. Here's the problem. I don't have octane booster anymore. And obviously all that's out here is 91. I mean, I'm pretty close to home anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be running for a long time on the 93 tune. Because when I get home, I can just reflash it back to 91. I'm pretty close, so let's do it. There's the Colorado sign. Pretty close now. That marks the end of the drive. Car made it home okay. Even though I ran it on 91 on a 93 flash or a 93 tune, it was able to counter any of the knocks, which is good. So the car's reflashed now to 91, so no worries there. So that's gonna be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, go ahead, leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.